My dear students, earlier we have taught regarding transcription, in which we have given the definition of transcription. Transcription is a process of what? Copying the information from one strand of DNA to RNA. So it is a method of copying the information. It is called transcription. Transcription unit. So far as the transcription unit is concerned, the definition can be given like this: the stretch of DNA, stretch of DNA transcribed into an RNA molecule. So it is a stretch or a bend, which is regarding the transcription and the information is transcribed from DNA strand to RNA. Transcription units have totally 3 phases. One of them initiation, that the starting point of transcription, a chain reaction, that is, it is somewhat long process, and the last one is the termination, that is, it is the end of the transcription. So these are the 3 phases. In order to understand these 3 phases, we will define them in 3 stages. The very first stage is called promoter, the middle one is called the structural genes, and the third one, or the last one, is called the terminator. The structural unit of transcription is what? Is DNA. So the transcription can be done from the structure of DNA strand only. 2 strands are there in the DNA, which are made of polynucleotides. One strand acts as placement for the transcription. See, 2 strands are there, and they attach to each other. Then either of them may act as the transcription placement or the address they will found for the transcription of any of the strand. So this strand is called the peptide strand because it is the strand which will provide the detailed information to the RNA. So according to which the protein is to be made, that is why it is called a template strand. Both the strands have opposite polarity. Polarity can be counted in the prime. So far as you see, this is 5 prime to 3 prime. So 5 prime, you may see it here, 5 prime to 3 prime. So it is the polarity, and the other one is 3 prime to 5 prime. See, it is described here 3 prime to 5 prime. So both of them are there complementarily joined. So there are 2 polynucleotide strands. One of them is 5 prime to 3 prime, the other is 3 to 5 prime. And so the other one is called complementary strand. Now you will see this is the nitrogen base. Earlier it has been told you that there are 2 types of nitrogen base. One of them is serine, the other is pyrimidine. So nitrogen base has been drawn here. Now see, this is the deoxyribose sugar, and this is phosphate. So all are the nucleotides. So you may see that on the 5th carbon of the deoxyribose sugar, there is a phosphate group on the 5th carbon. That is why this end is called 5 prime end, because phosphate group is at the 5th carbon of deoxyribose sugar. Now on the other end, see what is there? Then on the other end there is OH group at the 3rd carbon of the deoxyribose sugar. That is why it ends here, and so at the end deoxyribose sugar OH group is hydroxy group is there. That is why it is called 3 prime end. So accordingly, here is the phosphate on the 5th carbon, and here is the OH hydroxy group on different carbon. That is why the polarity is said to have 5 to 3, 5 to 3, and it is a template strand. Now see, DNA has two strands. Polymerization is taken place with the help of the DNA-based catalyst, which is called the DNA-dependent RNA polymerase. So you see, one of the nucleotides here, the other will join to it, the third one will join. So dinucleotide with trinucleotide, and likewise if you go ahead, then you get polynucleotide. So it is 5 to 3. The other template, other strand is there. It is from 3 to 5 carbon. Why? Because you know that pyridine and pyrimidine will be just on the opposite, having the connection of both the helical structures to be found. That is why pyridine and pyrimidine will be exactly on the opposite side. So 5 in 5th carbon, there will be the third carbon OH group here. So both of the strands have been drawn here. See, 5 to 3 carbon, 3 to 5, and polymerization will take place right from the promoter. Promoter is the portion of the following strands. See, there is just the DNA-based RNA polymerase will attach to here. So this is called the promoter. So the promoter will enhance the polymerization. See, so the polymerization will take place right from the upstream, from 5th to 3. So it will have get the complementary bases just on the opposite side joining. And thereafter the middle portion is there where the polymerized portion is there. So the structural genes will be there, and the ends at the terminator. So now promoter and terminator both are like the structural genes. They are like the structural genes. Promoter towards the 5th end. See, the promoter will be here. So it will be just on the 5th prime. Upstream, for upstream, it will be on the 5th prime. For downstream, it will be on the 3 prime end. DNA sequences will be there according to the complementary base, or binding of these polynucleates will be continued till the terminator will come. So terminator is the portion where the coding ends, and so this will be the newly synthesized strands. Both of them are coding strands. One will be 5th to 3, the other will be 5th to 3. So both of them, there is a difference here. This is continuous, this is discontinuous streams. So each portion of the discontinuous streams is called Okazaki, and then after they will mingle each other. Dear students, now we will talk regarding genes. Earlier it is known to you that genes are those vectors which are related to the vectors of Mendelian. So actually the Mendelian vectors are genes. Genes, what is genes? Genes is a functional unit of inheritance. Inheritance, that is what we get from our paternal, and these paternal information are inherited by the genes. So it is a functional unit. genes are located on DNA. Earlier it is also told that DNA is a inactive material and DNA has got the two polynucleotide strands upon which genes are located. It is almost found that in human beings approximate on one DNA 30,000 genes are there having pairs. They are responsible for having the inheritance of the characters. DNA sequence coding for RNA or DNA. In other words, can be taught that DNA sequence is for RNA and tRNA, so it can also be taught genes. Molecules define gene. So DNA and RNA both are the molecules which have got the sequence of coding. So they can, in other words, be taught genes. Cystone. Cystone is the terminology. Consider a segment of DNA. That is a small portion of DNA coding for polypeptide. That can code for the polypeptide is called cystone. In eukaryotic structure genes are there, so these structure genes are called monocystone. And that includes the coding sequences. While in prokaryotes, the structure genes are called polycystonic. That they are in the spicket. They are called spicket. Exons. Exons are nothing but the coding sequences or expressed sequences there in DNA. So they are called exons. Exons are seen in mature or the processed RNA. So far the exons are concerned, they can be found in the mature or the already processed RNA. Introns. Introns is nothing but interruption unit for the exon. That is, it stops the or it have its own way to stop the exon's work or the function. So intervening sequences may be found there in the introns. The split genes arrangement are very complicated. So far as the inheritance characters are there, they are affected by the polystructural genes. Now, regularly sequences lose defined regulated genes. So they are called regulated genes because they regulate the sequences of DNA and RNA bases. These genes do not code for any RNA or the proteins. Types of RNA. Total 3 types of the RNA are found. One of them is mRNA. mRNA is messenger RNA. So mRNA is a template, acts as a template because first of all mRNA join with the polynucleotide strand with the help of polymerase, which is called the RNA polymerase. DNA based or the DNA dependent RNA polymerase with an enzyme which will connect this mRNA to the DNA template strand, and DNA template has got heritage or heritage information. This information is then given to the mRNA. mRNA will transfer it to the tRNA, so it is called a transfer RNA, transporting the details to the ribosomes. So during the course, it collects the amino acids which are needed for having the same protein to synthesize. So it will collect all the amino acids and read the genetic code which is given by the template DNA, and then it will give it or hand it over to rRNA or the ribosomal RNA. Ribosomal RNA is there in the ribosome, that is, they are in the rough endoplasmic reticulum. So it will be in the cytoplasm. So this rRNA will be there to help the catalytic during the translation. That is, you see, the ribosome has to translate them, and according to the information, it has to make the structure of the protein. So the RNA will also play the structural role and the catalytic role during the translation period. Enzyme. So earlier I have told you that enzyme which is there to attach the mRNA to the template strands of the DNA is called DNA-based RNA polymerase. It binds the promoter. Then after transcription will start. That is why it is the initiation of the transcription. Usage of the nucleotide triphosphate, it uses the nucleotide triphosphate as a substrate, and then follow the role of the complementarity, that is, according to the numbers and index of the base pair, and it will play the role to readjust them. It facilitates the opening of helix. You know, the helix itself is nothing but the strands of the DNA. So there should be the opening where this RNA can be joined with the template strands. It constitutes the elongation group. Then after having joining with the promoter, then after this RNA based DNA based RNA will also constitute the polymerization and the elongation of the polynucleotides. At its termination, its nascent RNA falls on. That is, the RNA which is created there for having the constitution of the coding strands will follow, and it shows the termination of the transcription. So these are the different vital role of mRNA, tRNA, and RNA.